Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll be showing you guys my Kaname Tōsen build from Bleach. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. But do me a quick favor, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so this video can get out and you guys show me that you actually do appreciate these videos. But let's jump right into it. So the very first thing that we'll start with is the weapons. We have the Nagakiba with the stance unsheathed. Next we have Blood Backhand Blades plus 25 of course, and we have Blind Spot on here, which goes really well with this build. We have the Nobu's Traveling Garb. For the arms we have High Priest Gloves, and for the waist, for the legs, we have the Sanguine Noble Waist Cloth. For the talismans we have Rolana's Cameo, Shard of Alexander, Concealing Veil, and Blue Dancer Charm, and I'll explain these talismans here in a second. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need. If we go over the stats just for a quick second, the only thing you really need for this build is dexterity, maybe a little bit of arcane and strength, but you guys don't need to have any points into intelligence or faith. So that should give you guys a bit of some wiggle room right there to work with if you're at level 150. You don't need to do too much with mind. You don't need a whole lot of FP because we're not casting pretty much any spells with this build. It's a pure warrior, you know, dexterity type build. So you only need strength, dexterity, and a little bit of arcane if you could afford it. Don't technically need it, but if you want to proc those blood loss buildups, then you definitely want to have your arcane at least around 40, 50, I would say. 25 would be good too if you guys really don't have the levels to put into it, but you do want to have the levels focused in dexterity and strength more than anything. For the talismans we have Rolana's Cameo. This is giving us a 20% boost anytime we hold our weapon in the unsheathed stance for about approximately 1.5 seconds. So if we hold it for 1.5 seconds, you guys can see the buff kicking in, and this is giving us a 20% attack boost whenever we attack using R2 or the R1 attack. Okay, on top of that, let's just skip straight to the Blue Dancer's Charm, which is giving us a bit of a boost here. Now, I know you guys know about this talisman. It gives you a multiplied boost in your attack power whenever you are under a certain equipment weight. So since this build is pretty light, it's a pretty light load, you're not getting the maximum attack power from this, being that we're at around 22 weight, but it does give us at least a 58 plus damage boost while wearing this. And of course you can increase that by removing the backhand blades if you want to just solely go with the main weapon and get even more of an increase from just, you know, removing this weapon. But with this we're getting a 58 damage increase at this current weight, and like I said, you could remove this and get even more damage. And next we have the Concealing Veil talisman. You guys know that Tosen's Bankai creates like this dark voidless, you know, realm where he takes his opponents and trap them in a place where there's no sound, there's no visuals, you know, they can't see, they can't hear. And basically how we are imitating that is by using our darkness incantation that we have on here, and then we'll crouch so the enemies can't see us, and we'll, you know, get some distance from the enemy so they can't see us, and that would take care of that. Also, instead of using the Blue Dancer's Charm, we could put on this talisman here, I believe it's called Crepus's Vial, and that would make us completely silent as well. And then you guys can be silent without casting Assassin's Approach or Assassin's Gambit. Take up even more, you know, room for attacks and skills like the Unsheathed, right? Or have a different weapon on, making us even heavier to have Assassin's Gambit on a different weapon or whatever like that. So that pretty much wraps up the build and how I've been playing it. Mostly all I do is cast Golden Vial and Flame Grant Me Strength to get that extra damage buff on top of me holding, you know, my unsheathed stance for approximately 1.5 seconds to get a crazy buff. But even when you don't hold this stance for that long, this build does insane amount of damage actually, like you've guys seen in some of the video clips that I posted, and some of you guys saw those clips and then asked for this build and a build breakdown. So you will do an insane amount of damage, and it's really good for PvE as well. you know, in early game or, you know, mid game, this build has been destroying, and you could just run through the game honestly with this build. Also, you can get this weapon super early in the game, so I believe it's like sitting in one of the caves in Limgrave or somewhere in the beginning of the game. You guys can get this weapon, so pretty easy to get. And now let's get to our character creation and breakdown, because I'm not going to just give you guys the build without giving you guys the look as well, because that will complete the build. All right, so really quickly before we go over to the character creation, let's take a quick look at the incantations that we're using here. Golden Vow, Flame Grant Me Strength, Darkness, Triple Rings of Light, Multi-Layered Ring of Light, and that's what we have there. And really quickly, let's not forget the seal that we're using here, Dragon Communion Seal plus 10 is really no other way to go. All right, now let's take a look at the character creation for Kaname Tōsen. This one is going to be pretty detailed, and it took me a while to actually get this look down, and I'm still not 100% happy with how it came out, but I did make a lot of alterations and adjustments. So let's just take a look at what we have here. And we'll start with let's start at the very top. Age, mature, young voice 1, altered skin color. And for this, I did go and actually get the skin color from an eyedropper tool, you know, from a picture off of Google that I took. And this is how I got all of these colors. And these are pretty accurate colors. So if we go here, and let's take a look at that. For the RGB, we have 99, 61, 56. All right, here. Adjust face template. All right, let's go there. All right, copy all of these settings as you guys see them here on the screen, and I'll just be quickly flickering through these. Face structure. All of this actually took me quite a bit of time. Right, and if you guys need to pause, if I'm going too quickly here, you can, you know, pause the video, rewind it, take your time with this one so you can get it exactly how I have it here. Right, for that. All right, nostrils, cheeks. 85, 10, 25, 25, 5. All right. Pretty simple. All right. Copy all of these here. Cool. All right, we have that for the hair. We have 34. Also, you guys can use 36 too, because he does sometimes change his hairstyle. So, you know, maybe I will rock this hairstyle, you know, in our coming battles and videos moving forward, because this one's actually pretty cool as well. But mostly Kaname wears his hair back for majority of the Bleach anime series, right? So that's why we went with 34 for the color. Once again, we definitely did grab the eyedropper tool and we copied the color to get exactly the color that we needed here. For the RGB is 96, 70, 116. All right, luster 40, root darkness 255, white hairs 0. All right, eyebrows, let's see what we have here. 10, I mean, none of this really matters since you can't see it, but you could copy that as well. Facial hair, beard 1, I guess, nothing. Yeah, that should be nothing. All right, no stubble. That really doesn't matter. Eyes really doesn't matter, but you guys can copy this if you want. I'll show you the colors. It really don't matter. 180, 21, 180. And here 118, 17, 138, but that really doesn't matter. All right, skin features 0. Skin luster 110, just to give us that, you know, revered PS5 looking sheen. All right, dark circle color, this may actually matter just a little bit because it's giving us like a shadow underneath of the blindfold here. So I'll show you this. RGB 2655. Cosmetics, and I did actually do something here to get the the lips here to match a little bit better with the skin tone. And I think that was this here. All right, 71, 48, 24. Just to make it match a little bit better. For whatever reason, it was looking a little lighter than the skin. I wanted it to actually be the same color as his skin color. All right, so we have that. I'll just show you guys these just in case it matters. 58, 13, 13 for the cheek color. And eyeshadow, that's just black. Here, just in case it matters, 96, 104, 104. And this last one here, 91, 49, 35. All right, getting to the good stuff. Tattoo / mark, nothing. All right, black, nothing there. And then the eye patch for sure, 4, looking really cool. And the color, very important here. All right, for the RGB, we have 202, 178, 226. Copy those exactly as I have them. All right, let's get into the body appearance here. Head 153, chest 118, abdomen 51, arms 120, 91 for the legs, body hair 0, match, burn marks off. And I believe that pretty much wraps up Kaname Tōsen here. Looking pretty dope, right? So that's what we have here, and this is how it came out. So if you guys are liking the build, man, let me know down in the comment section below if you are copying this, if you're using it, if you made any tweaks to make it better. Also, let me know if you guys want to see any particular Bleach builds moving forward, because I've done several Bleach builds already, and I'm actually about to go and do another one right now. So if anybody can guess which one I'm about to do, I can't say that it's going to work out, because I have done Bleach builds that haven't worked out, like Rukia. I tried the Rukia build and it was cool, but wasn't really feeling it, so I never posted it. I kind of just deleted it, but I may go back and try to do a Rukia in the future again. But comment what Bleach builds you guys want to see moving forward or next, and see if you can guess what Bleach build that I'm actually about to create now, or at least attempt to create. And I have a really cool idea of how I should create them, and you know, I try to make them unique, and this one is going to be even more unique than the rest of them prior, because I'm going to be doing something that's actually different than you would expect, you know, given Elden Ring builds and how we match up the talismans, and we kind of use the same talismans and, you know, move sets. So I'm gonna try to do something completely different with this next character, but definitely it's going to be a Bleach build. So let me know down in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications if you're new so you never miss a single video, and let's get it, man. Peace.